Good morning, it's Farmer Brad, and I decided to hop on for a good morning roundup, see how everyone's doing out there in the homesteading community. Um, Hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas time with family and friends. Um, the girls got me this John Deere hat. It's nice, it's lovely. So I wanted to talk about how things that have been going on the farm. We had a couple lambings. Let me bring that up. Here we go. So this right here is Dolly, and she had two baby lambs, two ewe lambs, and this is the second time in 2021 that she has given us lambs. So that's exciting. Now this one, ewe number 8, but I didn't even think that she was big enough to be bred or to be expecting. And she ended up having her first lambing, had two lambs. Unfortunately, one passed away, but with farming, sometimes that's a blessing in disguise because typically two lambs is too much for a new mom to figure out on the farm. So if the other one had survived, then we probably would have had a bottle lamb and stuff. So I made sure to keep an eye on the sheep when make sure that the lamb was getting the colostrum from its mama shortly after it was born. And yeah, so this one wasn't even on my radar. So I still feel like we have like 3 or 4 more ewes to lamb before we're done lambing. But yeah, it was quite a surprise that well, I knew that Dolly was expecting, but it's pretty awesome that she's given us 4 lambs within this one calendar year. This was a prototype that I've been working on. It's a water bar or a water wand. And what's nice about it is that it will be available in 1/4 inch or 3/8 inch reverse osmosis tubing that you can connect into it. And then if you want to double them up, you can just thread 2 of these wands together. And then you can attach it to a quail cage easily, adding the water nipples on the inside, and then the red part has the threads. So I haven't put these available yet on the website. I just want to make sure that I've thought through everything. But these can be configured in a closed loop system or a terminated setup. And that means you just have a bucket up high, and then the gravity feeds the water to it, and then it stops. But during the wintertime, it's recommended to have the water circulating in order to keep the water from freezing. And so far, just circulating the water has kept my quail water from freezing. And still have automatic chicken water, the heated one. I have one in stock that's can go out today. Check out farmerbrad.com for more information. This last year, we ended up selling 35 of these, which I think is pretty good for being a new product. Then the 2-gallon chicken waters, we ended up, I think, selling 140 some 2-gallon chicken water buckets, which I think is pretty good. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them in the order that I receive them. I've also been trying out this Ubiquiti Wi-Fi AC. It's a Wi-Fi mesh unit, and I think the range is not as good as my previous one, but the stability of the network is really good, and the interface for managing the network is really good as well. So today is Thursday, December 30th. The new year's coming up. So what is something that, like, what are my goals for this next year? Well, my goal in the spring is to put the new roof on the high tunnel, get that all battened down, replace or pretty much wall off the west side of the high tunnel so that it protects it from really strong winds. And then I'd like to get growing back in the high tunnel again. That means getting once I get the roof on, then I can put a gutter system on one side and be collecting rainwater, and the rainwater will go into a 450-gallon tank, and then that will allow me to use that water out there for livestock as well. And then I want to get the ram pumps hooked up again, and the ram pump will allow me to filter pond water for irrigation purposes in the high tunnel. So it's pretty much the benefits of aquaponics without having to manage the fish because they're just in our pond. Let's see. I'm also hoping to explore to see where I can get some sheep process to be able to make some lamb meat available, because I have a feeling that I'm going to be up to my ears in lamb this year. Lambs. Six. That could be 6 lambs. So that could be quite a few. But yeah, let's see. I'm getting into quail. Unfortunately, when I moved the other females into the layer cage, it threw them off, so they stopped laying. And I've heard that sometimes it can take up to 2 weeks once you change something for them to be laying again. So once I get more eggs laying, then I'll be filling up the incubator and getting another batch of quail going to be able to grow that operation. And then in February, we'll be starting up pasture poultry again, getting the baby chicks. And right now, I'm working in the barn to rebuild the mother of all chicken waters. This is going to be the mother of all chicken waters 2.0. So I had to put a big opening in the side of the um, corn crib area that I've converted into chicken coop. And then it allows me to get the IBC tote inside of there. And then I'm going to configure it and rebuild it and then put the water nipples on there. It's going to be a lot more compact design. The PVC is pretty much going to be attached to the IBC tote. And so you have the IBC tote here, water comes up, out, down, around, and then back in. And then that IBC tote will make up part of the divider. And then there will be a little alleyway that the chickens can get access to the run. And the goal is to have smaller chickens on one side of the corn crib and larger chickens on the other side. So that will be my winter setup. A success that we've had recently is that I got the pasture fence working better. The big key to that was swapping out a 20-mile solid state energizer for a 120-mile low impedance energizer. That really does the zapping pretty good. And then was able to identify some areas where it was grounding a little too soon, or it was arcing on a fence post and grounding it out. So I also added another grounding rod. That's where I want it to ground. I don't want it to ground out in the pasture. And so far, that's kept the sheep in. Marshall still is getting out, but I'm hoping to use a Wise outdoor camera to be able to identify where he's getting out, so I can board that off. I have a feeling that it's probably near the wooden fence. There's a place where there's just barbed wire, and he's probably getting through there. But for the most part, he's staying with the sheep, which is good. Let's see. So yeah, I want to become a better gardener. I'm not very good at gardening, and I'd like to get better at it. Just be able to can more goods, put more garden rations in the pantry. Yeah, those are all my goals for 2022. If you have any goals for your homestead, put it down in the comments, whether or not you're watching it live or on the replay. Trying to think. Trying to think what else. Yeah, so the main business model that I'm doing this next year is farm pickup or scheduled delivery for pasture poultry. I'll probably only go to the farmers market to sort of drum up business, make people aware of the pasture poultry, the quail, eggs, and meat that I will be having available, and various things like that. So I'll still be doing the chicken rental packages, which really ends up only being like, I only have like one or two a year that go on. I also offer hatching services, as well as if a family wants to experience the hatching experience, I have an incubator that's designated for that. So a family can purchase hatching, rental, and then you end up watching them for 21 days, and then you have the baby chicks for a week or two, um, just as a learning experience. And then let's see, I also I need to consistently get videos out, edit videos and publish them out. I've been filming them. So I have another video that needs to come out about the quail, and I've been working on the quail room and building that out. So I need to update that, and then um, I'm hoping to be able to do a quail cage review video coming up soon. And then I have some other product reviews I need to do to get them out. But yeah, so 2021, um, the business was down substantially this year, but I have a feeling that it's partly due to not like taking my second year off of pasture poultry. Um, we had 83 pre-orders at the end of 2021 for pasture poultry, and that's good. And only two of the people that ordered were returning customers, so we're getting some new business that way. And you might have noticed on farmerbrad.com that we've added some more ads on the site. But I think in the last week that's drummed up about $9 in ad revenue. So just experimenting with some various ways to help drum up some money for the business. As always, you can go to farmerbrad.com and buy automatic chicken water buckets. If you have any feedback on the chicken water buckets, I'm always open to customer feedback on ways that I can make improvements and really uh, be a trend leader out there in the backyard chicken community. Because as far as I know, the heated chicken water is the only heated chicken water that's out there that during the summer you can hook up to a garden hose and it will refill automatically. And then during the winter time, you just manually refill it and then plug it in. I don't think I've seen any other chicken water out there that does that. So um, if you do, send it my way. I'd like to take a look at it, see how it works, and yeah. So hope everyone has a wonderful 2022. I know that things have been a little crazy out there with the pandemic, but may you and your family stay safe and healthy and enjoy raising backyard chickens. Until next time, have a great day.